Welcome to this episode where I will be discussing with you much more about Baglamukhi. I've got many videos on the 8th Mahavidya. So be sure to check out each video because each video has something unique, something new, something different. And you will learn a lot about Bagalamukhi by viewing those videos. Now, Bagalamukhi is the 8th Vidya in the Dasha Mahavidya system of Shaktakola Tantra. And here you have to understand that there is honestly no segregation between the different goddesses. They are not different goddesses. They are the emanation of one primordial feminine energy, and 10 ways have been demarcated in our mind, so we get to know them. Now, the 8th Vidya is a Siddha Vidya. Bagalamukhi is a Siddha Vidya. And this particular knowledge system is not imparted to just about anyone. This system is imparted to the most sattvic of students, the most Deva Bhava, Divya Bhava students, okay, students who have divine sattvic energies. Most people tend to think of Bagalamukhi as the Devi of Stambhan, that Bagalamukhi prayog is used against black magic, against court cases, against destruction of the enemies. But the key to remember is that she is the giver of all things auspicious, because Bagalamukhi is a deity of Sri Kula. There are two Kulas, Kali Kula, Sri Kula. Now, Sri Kula Devis are mostly all Saumya or soft. And like the Litambika is unconditional love, and Matangi is unconditional artistry. So Sri Kula sadhaks are very sattvic mostly, and they have a divine vibration about them, but the world outside is not always sattvic, it's rajasic and tamasic. So for a Sri Kula person who works with Sri Kula, life can be difficult, and it is at that point when Bagalamukhi comes to the rescue. And the Kalikula Devis are wrathful emanations, Ugra emanations. So the key to remember here is that she is not just the Devi of Stambhan, or if you are Mangalik in some way, then you need to appease her and that's it. If you have Mangal Dosha, mark my words, she is the giver of all Purusharthas, Artha Kama Dharma Moksha. Okay, this is the Brahmastra Vidya, right? To protect yourself, this is the most powerful Vidya you can ever learn. Her sacred symbol is the haldi, or the turmeric. She is Pitambara. Okay, today we will discuss about Pitambara and Viparit. Wow, very nice to hear that. So Bagalamukhi is a giver of all the Purusharthas, Bhoga and Moksha. Alright, so don't think that Bagalamukhi is just the Devi of Stambhan and her role is only Shatru Nashan. No, it's not that. Bagalamukhi is a Brahma Vidya, okay, like the Upanishads are Brahma Vidya, Sri Vidya is Brahma Vidya. So Bagalamukhi, the 8th emanation of the Devi, is indeed Brahma Vidya personified, and her mantra, there is one very known mantra, but there are many other secret mantras, that if you have siddhi of those mantras, you can achieve anything. Stambhan. What is Stambhan? A brief repose, a point of cessation of all activity. And Baglamukhi has to do with sound as well, like Tara, Matangi. Bagalamukhi also has to do with sound, because speech, Stambhan. I'm doing good. So, remember that Bagalamukhi is a giver of all things auspicious. So just having a yantra with you, and I'll show you her yantra. I've shown this to you many times. This is the Bagalamukhi yantra. And I will be discussing in great detail about the yantra and avarana devatas in another video, and how to do upasana. Okay, today we will talk a bit about the nyas and all that, but how to do upasana in the right padhati, I will say. But you can watch it for curiosity's sake, but if you are looking to do Bagalamukhi sadhana, it is best to get initiation. Because with initiation, you will get to learn a lot of things, know about a lot of things that you wouldn't know if you embarked on this yourself. Alright, it's like going to the summit of Everest. If you went there alone, without GPS, without a Sherpa, you would face numerous obstacles. You would surely get lost if you try to climb the summit of the Everest mountain. Right? So, thank you. So, the thing is that it's best to take the Sherpa with you, who is your guru, your guide. It's best to take the GPS with you, because the GPS will guide you to the exact location where you need to go. This is Brahmastra Vidya. In the Sri Kula traditions, in the Kula traditions, there is the Bagalamukhi Vidya is referred to as walking on a knife's edge. How precarious is that? You have to be circumspect, otherwise you can fall and hurt yourself. Okay, this Brahmastra is a weapon. Say, think of it as an electrical charge. Now, with an electrical charge, you can power a battery, and with an electrical charge, you can also perform lobotomies on the minds of people, you know. So what are you doing with that electrical energy? So people who come to me for enemy, vidveshan or uchchatan or stambhan, I don't do such work. Because if you understand Bagalamukhi to be just somebody who, creates vidveshan, which is arguments in people, or Bagalamukhi stambhan is stuns the enemy, all that is well and all that is well and good. But the thing is that there's so much more to Bagalamukhi sadhana, and these layers, they open up according to the temperament of the sadhak. If somebody is constantly thinking about, destruction of enemies, hurting other people, creating some kind of imaginary enemies and attacking them, or attacking people in the family, bad shit, So that is not the prayog of Bagalamukhi. And if you have such things in your mind, then don't do Bagalamukhi sadhana, because Bagalamukhi is Nyaya ki Devi. She's very righteous. So your righteousness will be rewarded by her. If you feel like, you need to protect yourself, if you feel like there's so much of tamas outside that your sattvic tendencies are being quelled, this is when you do the sadhana. Of course, Mangal and also Brihaspati. She has a direct connection to Brihaspati and is very esoteric, and in this video I will be telling you a lot of stuff that no video or no book out there will have. Okay. And with this, I intend to make an announcement that I have the 6th book of srimatavidya.org ready. A book written by me. 5 other books are available. 2 on Ganpati, 1 on Kamakhya, 1 on Kali, and 1 on Lalitambikaya and Bala. Sri Vidya. Bagalamukhi is also Sri Kula deity. She is the energy of Lalitambikai herself, but she's Siddha Vidya. That means a specific application. Siddha also means it's a vidya not given to everybody. And if you think of Bagalamukhi as just deity of Stambhan or deity of to do black magic, to hurt people, then you are on the wrong path, and the dharma will get you, the karma will get you, and dharma will get you. So relinquish all of your tamasic tendencies. In fact, surrender them at the lotus feet of Bagalamukhi. For she has the ability to stun that monkey mind into silence. When we think of enemies as being external, but enemies are nothing but our mental projections. So if we can correct the way we think, the way we analyze, the way we react, the way we pivot through the world, then everything changes, doesn't it? So this is the key, that Bagalamukhi sadhana changes the way you think, changes the way you react to situations, stuns you into wisdom. That's why you'll see that a true Bagalamukhi sadhak will be extremely humble. But there will be an aura of power in them, because they are handling the Brahmastra. This Vidya is the Brahmastra, the most powerful weapon ever discovered in any Manvantaras. So obviously if you are holding the Brahmastra and working with it, the energy is latent within you. But a Sattvic sadhak or upasika of Bagalamukhi will be extremely humble, as well as very forgiving, very gentle. These are hallmarks of Siddhi, So remember that she is the giver of all things auspicious. And because that's what Sri Vidya is. Sri, auspiciousness. Sri Kula, auspicious Devi energies that permeate your whole consciousness and take you to another vibration, and you start vibrating differently. Now, do you know that Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, the sustainer of the universe, prayed to Bagalamukhi? Because once upon a time, a storm arose, a cosmic storm in the cosmic seas. And it wasn't the time of Mahapralaya. It was not the time of the world to end, the creation to end. Shiva had not started playing his damru. But due to certain, let's call it fine-tuning, because there was no fine-tuning. There was no nyaya, niti, as in a system, certain rules. A huge storm arose. Hello. Nice to meet you guys. So, a storm, a tsunami of cosmic proportions, threatened the very existence of the universes, shall we say multiverses. That is when Vishnu started to pray to Bagalamukhi. And this Baglamukhi Vidya is known as Valga Vidya in the Vedas. And when he started praying, right, he prayed, he called her Aparajita. Aparajita means one who cannot be defeated. He started to pray to Bagalamukhi as Aparajita, and then she appears on Chaturdashi and stuns the cosmic seas into submission. She realizes the need for rules and a system. So everything can follow certain rules, like fine-tuning, the constant, they call it, the cosmic constant. is that if a certain hydrogen, if say a certain carbon molecule weighed more than this, then the reality would be that, gravity would be this, and we wouldn't be here. So the fine constant, I think, is what it's called. The fine tuning of this particular simulation, this particular creative cycle. Say this molecule will have isotopes this, right? The fine constant structure. So Bagalamukhi appears as this law, this rule, the cosmic laws, right? And that is when everything was given Niyantran. Niyantran means system. Everything in Tantra actually means system. Tantra means system. So she gave everything the fine tuning and created reality in such a way that we could evolve as biological carbon-based life forms that could contemplate upon the cosmic truths. So this fine tuning is what Baglamukhi's Upasana brings within us. And of course, it has a lot to do with speech because, Tara, Matangi, Bagalamukhi are directly associated to speech. Tara is the primordial nada, the Adya Spanda, Matangi is Vekhari, or the spoken word, and Bagla is the Stambhan Shakti, the great silence, the pauses that are equally necessary, the pause, right? If you know anything about acting, then you know that, or filmmaking, as a matter of fact, that the silence, the silence is as important as the dialogue. When to take a pause, when to speak is a hallmark of a great actor. Your life also has its pauses. So this pause, that moment of great silence which connects us to Shunyata, the great void from which all thought forms originate. This is what Bagla does. So once she stuns the cosmic waters and gives niyantran or rules and regulations, everything starts to function and life forms are created. Right? Hello. And life forms are created. So this is the power of Bagalamukhi. You go, and what I tell you guys with asana, the importance of the asana. Everything is infinite primordial space. But when you take that square piece of cloth, you allocate a mandala, a space for yourself. Okay, what is, say, this, right? Within this space, this whole space. But if you destroy it, right, it becomes one with the all-encompassing space. So yes, it is different, but it is also the same. So this is very important to understand, that the silence, the great pause, the great stambhan, the Brahmastra can be used on yourself. The Brahmastra that Bagalamukhi gives can be used to stun your own monkey brain, your own lust, your own greed, your own avarice, your own extroversion, to the point that your materialism, it can be stunned. You can be stunned into submission, so you see the higher truths. This is why Baglamukhi is so great for relationships. Why? Because if you are all the time talking, you have no time to listen. Sometimes you need to be stunned into silence. That, okay, I need to be quiet because I need to listen to what my partner has to say. If all the time you're screaming, if all the time you are laying out the rules, then Bagalamukhi will come and stun you. So, after that repose, after that minute of silence, you can gather your thoughts. So this is the power of Bagalamukhi. This is why I say that, pujas can be done for anybody, but Bagalamukhi initiation is not given to everybody. Your gunas are judged. Sattvic, tamasic, rajasic. Yes, Baglamukhi gives all the rajasic things more than you can imagine. Bhog like you can't even imagine. Yeah, she gives, I got to plug behind me, plug it out almost and immerse the room into darkness. But Baglamukhi Vidya is a must for anyone looking to better their lot in life. And of course, I have Bagalamukhi Yantra. For those interested, 11 days of Anushthan is done on the Yantra, total activation, and then it is sent to you. So, you can drop me an email, tina@tinaheals.com, and you can book your Bagalamukhi Yantra. Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, you have to be ready yourself. And then of course, so many tamasic people are being initiated in this, that people are now thinking that, if you want to stun our enemies, you want to create Vidveshan, Uchatan, Stambhan. But you don't realize that this Brahmastra is supposed to be applied on yourself, on your baser impulses. So it all again depends on the disposition of the upasak. The disposition of the upasak is very, very important in this. So keep that in mind. But even if you're highly tamasic, Bagalamukhi alchemizes, power of turning lead into gold, the alchemy of the soul. Lean, her bij, lean, 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 or lean, lean. Alright, lean. See her. Her is Akasha Tattva, ether. La is Prithvi Tattva. That's why when we do Panchapuja, Lang Prithvi Tattvatmikayai Gandham Samarpayami, Hangakasha Tattvatmikayai Pushpai Parikalpayami. Right? So that her is Akasha Tattva. That comes first. Her, this finger, Akasha Tattva. This finger, Agni Tattva. Right? And this finger, Prithvi Tattva. So, Hli, her, la, e, Shakti Bij, Hli, Anushwar. So, it's a combination of her, la. So, her is Akash, la is Prithvi. So, the amalgamation of Akash and Prithvi Tattva, Lean. And next beat, which is a hidden beat, which is only given after energization and activation, is Hurli. What happens here? Ha, Akasha Tattva, La, Prithvi Tattva, and Rakara, Agni Tattva. Got it? So here we are with Hurleen. Hurleen, Hurleen. Hurleen for those who are not initiated. Hurleen only if you are initiated. The Gakara only if you are initiated. Or else Makara. So when you say Hurleen, it encompasses ether, it encompasses fire, it encompasses the earth elements. Hurling, hurling. Lean or hurling, 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 hurling. The R in the hidden beach. So these are her Bijaksharas and how they are directly connected to the elements, the Panchatattva. Without Panchatattva, there is no manifestation. There's no matter or space or anything without the Panchatattvas. That's why Shukri Mudra. For instance, even if you're doing Bijakshara Sadhana, you hold them like this and you just you put them in this Brahmarandra, this place of Brahma. Place them like that and close in Shukri Mudra. Perfect. And you can do Leem, 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 or Leem Makara if you're not initiated. Leem, Leem, Leem. If you're initiated, Leem, Leem, Leem. Or Leem if you want to leave the Rakara out. The Rakara is fire, activates very quickly. So now when Bagalamukhi arose from the cosmic, from as Pitambara, right? She stuns the cosmic seas. Life is symbolic of the ocean, right? In life you have, sometimes there are tsunamis, sometimes it's just a beautiful sunny day. There are secrets, there are hidden treasures, there are mammoth monsters. Life becomes a metaphor for the seas. And everything that you can experience can be experienced in our life in the seas. Treasures, hidden artifacts, psychological horrors, all of that. And Bagala could stun the cosmic seas. Can you imagine what she can do to the seas of your mind? She can stun the waves to become more compliant. Yes, totally. Mind, your life, all of this, right? So, this Brahmastra Vidya stuns your mind. So when it quietens the seas of your mind, then again creation can take place. New creation, new ideas, new thought forms. That's why this is such a powerful Vidya, such a powerful Vidya. Everything is stored within the seas. And what happened when the cosmic seas were churned, the Shirasagaras, that, Airavat came out, the Vajra of Indra came out, the Amrit came out. But with that, Halahala also came out, the great poison that was going to devour all of existence. It is the same with your own life, with your own mind, with your own thoughts, right? And but remember that within Shirasagara, Lakshmi is also present. She also appeared, Lakshmi, from Shirasagara. It's like Venus Aphrodite. So you can release the Lakshmi from your mind. You can find auspiciousness just by doing this sadhana. It is so, so, so powerful. Now, who should do Bagala? Mangalic people, Mangal people, people who want to transmute the lead of their being into gold, people who want to be great at oratorial skills, people who want to be good with vocabulary, people who want to, great lawyers, great politicians, actors more matangi, but sometimes you need Bagala also, because as I said, matangi and Bagala are two sides of speech, and Tara being the primordial nada. So this is and also people with emotional issues, emotional disturbances, schizophrenia, mental disturbances, they can embark on this, because what happens is that once the turbulence ceases, the turbulence of your mind, then you are able to experience the Lakshmi within. The Lakshmi also emerges. Once the mind, the turbulence of the mind has been stunned into submission, the Lakshmi can emanate. All the precious, beautiful things can come forth. So, there. Now, people who are incapable of decisions, incapable of thinking, if some people are really stressed out, they have a legal battle, they don't know what to do, divorce, Bagalamukhi. People who are unable to, they are in debt, or they are in so much trouble, maybe incarceration, that they don't know where to turn to. Nothing is working. This is when you turn to Bagalamukhi. Also action. Mars is an action principle. So this Siddha Vidya balances Mars. So the inability to take decisive action, those people will greatly benefit. Let me light an incense. That'll be some nice. This is white sage that I'm lighting. Oh no, I have yellow. I have yellow sticks. Since we're talking about Baglamukhi, I have yellow turmeric sticks, and they are goldeny. And when we talk about Baglamukhi, everything has to be golden or yellow. Like your asan. See, I'm sitting on my red asan and kusasan, but I have a yellow cloth that I have hemmed and I've created. Now, wear only yellow. Tika also yellow. And look at that, yellow. Can you see? It's golden. It's actually golden. It's very nice. It's made of cow dung and turmeric. It's very nice. And it has a very organic, kind of like natural odor, not heavy chemical or anything like that. So, and of course, her Ganpati is Haridra Ganpati, and Haridra Ganpati we should have started off actually before we embarked on this lecture. Glom. I'll tell you more mantras, but glom. Om Glom Haridra Ganapate Namaha. 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 And so everything has to be yellow, right? Also the mala has to be turmeric. Okay, the mala also has to be turmeric. So if you're interested to get an energized Bagalamukhi Yantra and turmeric mala, then drop me an email. Few other things come in that fact, like Mrityunjaya Yantra, because Mrityunjaya is the Bhairav of Bagalamukhi. And if you don't do Bhairav sadhana, you will never achieve Siddhi in Shakti Tantra. It's an absolute must. Like Ganpati, then Bhairav. Okay? Has to be done. And her Bhairav is Mahamrityunjaya Bhairav. And after that, once the sadhana is over, we pay obeisance to Ananda Bhairav. And who's Ananda Bhairav? Ananda Bhairav was a Vamachari. And he worshipped Tripura Sundari in the Vamachari way. So that's Ananda Bhairav, an emanation of Shiva. So this has to be turmeric mala. It has to be energized, and of course wearing a Raksha mala is very important in such powerful sadhanas. Alright. And the Raksha mala is basically, again, if you're buying that from me, you'll get a Raksha mala. It's a Rudraksh mala that you wear when you chant. So you're doing Ling Bijakshar, as I told you, I showed you. Where are my 2 turmerics? I just had 2 turmerics right here. Right? You guys saw I had them in my hand, but now suddenly they have disappeared and gone to some other dimension. This my turmerics have, or yeah, okay, and now they're back. So turmeric in this hand, Shukri Mudra, and this mala, you hold like that. Ling, 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 like that. Alright? And of course, there are different types of chanting, different ways, and all that is taught in initiation. And Baglamukhi Vidya is anyway not a Vidya you should be doing without the right guidance, like climbing Mount Everest without the Sherpa and the GPS. Simple. Smart people will get the Sherpa, will get the GPS, and will get the necessary equipment needed to traverse the treacherous path all the way to the summit. You want to get to the summit, you've got to take the Sherpa. So it's very simple. That's why all these videos are made mostly for my students who are taking initiation, who are studying the system with me, and then I come and I make all these videos, so there's additional material available. But I like to keep these open, not closed, not even members only. That's why I ask my members to come on, support this channel, so I can put out more content for free. And this is a kind of daan or donation, where you are allowing someone to create this content by becoming a member, even though you are not getting exclusive perks, simply because more people are viewing this. And you never know who needs the frequency of Ling in their life. Just one time you hear it, if you need that frequency, it will change your life. It is so sublime. The spiritual realms are just so sublime. And I told you, Tantra is an ancient system. You don't need to be a Hindu to learn Tantra. Bijakshar, sound frequency, kymatics or cymatics. Right? It's frequency. The Tantrics are the greatest, most ancient scientists of the world. Right? And they don't only look at matter, they look at consciousness. Right? So this is the job. This is what you, if you're interested in this, in the occult world, in the spiritual world, there is a way you can get in. That is an age-old, tried and tested, very idealistic, very powerful system that has the potential to change your life. Alright? So, this is how powerful this sadhana. No plain chanting at all. Always Ajna Chakra, solar plexus, yeah. But solar plexus only if your guru has bound your solar plexus. Otherwise, best to do, if you don't have a guru, best to concentrate on the Ajna Chakra. And ask Bhairav to protect you. For Bagalamukhi, you will ask Mrityunjaya Bhairav to protect you. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Purvarutwami Bhavandanar Mrityor Mokshaya Mamritatva. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Purvarutwami Bhavandanar Mrityor Mokshaya Mamritatva. The Mrityunjaya mantra. Mrityunjaya, Shiva's mantra. This is her consort, Mrityunjaya Bhairav. So, Bagalamukhi also by association removes fear of death. I mean, actually, anybody who worships Shakti is fearless. It's fearless, no matter what life throws at them. So this is interesting. The ability to take action is greatly strengthened by her upasana. Greatly strengthened. The right action. I mean, one can do action and not achieve anything. The point is achievement. The point is siddhi. Alright? So, this is definitely to be kept in mind. She's a Siddhya Vidya of Mars. And her name, some of her names are Shatru Stambhini. Alright? Shatru Stambhini. That means she stuns the enemy with her Brahmastra. But the Shatrus are also ignorance, poverty, ill health, disease, mental incapacitation, all of this. So, this internal enemies, external enemies, the peace of mind can only be had with her sadhana. She's also known as Pitambari Devi. She is all yellow. Even her hair is yellow, like a golden yellow. Eyes are yellow, everything. Pitambari. She's also known as Varahi. She's also known as Pratyangira. She's known as Sarva Shatru Stambhini, Trailokya Stambhini, the one who can stun the three worlds. Daridra Nivarani removes poverty, all kinds of poverty, not just material poverty, poverty of ideas, poverty of creativity, poverty of the soul, spiritual poverty. She removes all of that. So, poverty can be a real bad enemy. So, all of this. Sarva Dushta Vidravani, all the evil. Evil is in me too. Because everything that is outside is inside. So, destroy the evil within. And she manifests through the yellow spectrum. So, all things yellow will have a direct, even the sadhana, right? When you're doing, the room should not have white light. Actually, should be dark with just, this is mahua oil that I'm burning for her with sesame. And so it's really nice, just all yellow in the room, yellow asan, yellow turmeric mala, yellow sari, all of that. So she can very well be worshipped in the Saumya Marga, Saumya Guna, okay, and through the Sattvic Marga, where basically she is, but only after you have been initiated, and that tarpan is not put on the yantra directly, it is offered, you have to do tarpanam. So this, and you'll have to do tarpanam like that. With alcohol, you take some in your finger like that while you're dropping, and you do tarpan like that. So yes, Bagalamukhi has to be offered alcohol only when you're doing high level sadhana, not in the beginning. She is very closely associated to Lord Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu prayed to her. When I told you the cosmos, he could not, Vishnu is the preserver, the sustainer. Brahma creates, Vishnu sustains, Shiva destroys. So when Vishnu could no longer sustain the universe, he worshipped with all his heart Mata Pratyangira. And she stunned the cosmic seas into submission. And all the Vaishnavites, it's people who are closely associated to Vishnu, to Krishna, and are also interested in Devi worship, because ultimately without Shakti worship, without the Kula Marga, there's no way out, literally. They definitely need to pray to Bagalamukhi, because she is directly associated to Vishnu. Vishnu brought her energy forth. Yes, of course, absolutely. Absolutely. You can watch, you can read, but the higher level sadhanas cannot be done. And her main Mula mantra, which is quite famous, Om Ling Bagalamukhi Sarvadushtanang Vachang Mukhang Padang Stambhyo Juhang Kilaya Kilaya Buddhi Nashaya Ring Om Swaha. Many sampradayas also use Om Ling, not Ling. Om Ling Bagalamukhi Sarvadushtanang Vachang Mukhang Padang Stambhyo Jivang Kilaya Buddhi Nashaya Ling Om Swaha or Om Phat. Here there was only one Kilaya. In the 36 lettered mantra there was two Kilaya. And many people end with Samputikar and Phat or Swaha. Swaha is the most acknowledged. And it's a feminine ending, Swaha, the power of Agni. Alright, so what does it mean? Om Ling Bagalamukhi Sarvadushtanang, all the enemies, Sarvadushtanang, Vachang, mouth, Padang, foot, Vachang Mukhang, Padang, Vachang Mukhang, face, Padang, feet, Stambhyo, stun them. Jivang Kilaya Buddhi Nashaya, that means nail their tongue. Buddhi Nashaya, so they lose their mind. Ling Om Swaha. Now what does this mean? Very simple. Looked upon with the lens of esoterica. Om Ling Bagalamukhi, all the enemies in me, Sarvadushtanam, Vachang, my mouth, Mukhang, my face, my micro expressions, my tonality, Padang, where I go to take action, Stambhyo, stun into auspiciousness, Jivang, stun my mouth from blabbing, Kilaya, stun all my negative impulses, my depraved tendencies. Right? Depravity is not going to get us anywhere. It'll just get us stuck in this, in a little hamster wheel of our own. It's fortuitous, believe me. So we want our mind to be stunned. And all we can do is think negative. Even if it's for ourselves, engage in negative talk. How we judge ourselves, how we refer to ourselves, how we speak about ourselves. Stun that. Love yourself. Love your body. Love your mind. Doesn't matter who thinks what. Love yourself. This is the power she gives you. That's why also she's so harmonious for marriages. When a marriage is falling apart, getting a Bagalamukhi Anushthan done greatly benefits the energies. Even if it's a divorce after that, the divorce is not so goddamn ugly. And you don't leave with a whole baggage of karma. You cleanse it. You cleanse it. Firstly, Sarvadushtanang is yourself. Om Ling Bagalamukhi Sarvadushtanang. You are your own worst enemy. Literally, I saw this interesting meme on Facebook, and in one picture you saw that there was a little kid and there was a shoe on top of his head, and he was like smooshed by that shoe. And then in the next meme, you see that it was his own hand putting the shoe on him. So, we are literally our own worst enemies at certain times, and we've got to acknowledge that. There's no going away from that with Bagalamukhi Sadhana. The exterior world, the external world is all enemies. Everybody's, at fault. Everybody's doing something wrong. Everybody's out to get me. Everybody's out to hurt me. No, you're out to get yourself. You're out to hurt yourself. Self. And you're going to keep coming back and doing this over and over and over again. Why? There's so much you can accomplish if you stun that monkey brain. So why not get to it? Right? It's never too late. Time is always there for us. Right? It's infinite, this game, this series of incarnations, and in the quantum jump from one reality to another, it's endless. So why waste time, right? Stun the Sarvadushtanang is ourselves. We need to keep quiet. We need to think before we talk. Is it kind? Is it adding to the discourse? Is it sincere? Face, our face, the resting bitch face. We need to smile more, simply. By being bitchy to one another, what the world seems to have aced at this point, with all the flashy Instagram posts and the, millions of hits and absolute mindlessness. Just a little bit of, just take a look at what is viral, what is popular, and you realize, thank you, and you realize once you see this, that we are literally our own worst enemies. Sarvadushtana is ourselves. Vachang, look at our speech. Mukhang, look at our faces, look at our expressions. We've forgotten how to smile. We've forgotten how to connect eye to eye. Looking at someone into their eyes and through their soul. That. Mukhang, Padang, look, we are roaming around everywhere. What do we achieve? We burn fuel, which is bad for our wallet as well as for Mother Earth and the environment. What do we do really? What do we achieve? It's time for some hardcore self-analysis. Because the Sarvadushtana is us. Simple. And we are our own worst enemies and we are our own best friends. There's no one going to come to save us. We've got to save ourselves. The hero Mariah Carey was quite right when she said, the hero lies in you. No one's going to come and be your Prince Charming and put, glass slippers, try out glass slippers, see if they fit you and take you away in some, picturesque kingdom and put you on a throne. No one's going to do that. The hero lies in you. You are your savior. You are your abuser. You are your savior. So, this realization, that's when enemies are not going to be able to block shit from you. Got it? Sarva Dushtana, you are no more the Dushtana here. You've stunned yourself into realization. But there is no night. I hate to break this to you. There is no night in shining armor. Even if a knight does come in a shining armor, the night may be beautiful. You can make passionate love under starry skies. But the morning will come. Reality will hit you. And then you will see that everything's not what you expected. Because that person has their own baggage, their own scenarios, their own trauma, they have to unpack all that. They have to unlearn all that. No one's anyone's white knight, or no one's anyone's savior. There we go around playing the savior card. You look at me and I'm here to save you. No, there is no shining knight. There is no perfect love story. There is no Romeo. I mean, there is Romeo because they died in that story. They died young. Starstruck lovers. But they were not experienced. They didn't live through life. They didn't bring up children together. They didn't manage finances together. Right? No. So it's like you are your own hero. You have to pick yourself up. You have to love yourself. You can be angry with yourself, but then love yourself after that. I told you guys many times on this channel that there's a pause sweetheart technique. So when you feel like engaging in some kind of negative dialogue with yourself, like, oh, I'm such an idiot, or I'm such a fucking moron, how the fuck would I do that? At that point, step aside and address yourself as, oh, you poor sweetheart. I know that things went south. We didn't expect it to go this way, but it's fine. We've learned from this. We'll grow from this. It's all right, you poor sweetheart. Tell that to yourself. You don't judge yourself. Don't label yourself. Oh, I'm stupid. All this negative talk. Oh, I'm so stupid. Bagalamukhi stuns all of that, believe me. So this is such an important sadhana for everybody, especially sattvic people. Because sattvic people, tamasic people will take this and turn this into something tamasic. But the doors of perception that open up, if you are sattvic with this Brahmastra, oh my God, it is like you are the phoenix resurrected, and there lies your ashes, and you are flying high, like you could touch the sky, literally. So we've understood her main mantra, right? And I'll also tell you about her Shabri mantra before we head out. And again, Shabri mantra cannot be done without Shabri Meru, which is Guru Sat Guru Hai Veer, Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhant, Singhi Todo Vanka Manno Kartar Sakal Guru Ka Har Baje Ghatta Pakad Utchak Chet Samhar Shri Paramhams. Shabad mantras were created by Lord Shiva and were given to us by Gorakshanath, Matsendranath, Kanifanath, all the Navanathas gave us the power of Shabri mantras. Gorakshanath created Shabri mantras, so the Dalits, the lower caste people, everybody doesn't have access to this Vidya, right? Vedic rituals are pretty much held by Brahmin men. Even me being a Brahmin woman, I cannot be a priestess in that system. Now they are starting all that out. But Tantra again, you need Guru, you need, even Shabri you need Guru, but you need things for Anushtan. But Gorakshanath saw the plight of the Dalits. Gorakshanath was Shiva incarnate, and with the cry of Allah Niranjan, he created Shabri mantra. He channeled the Shabri mantras. So the Shabri mantras, you don't need anything. You need a mala, you need a rakshamala, you need an asan, and if you get the yantra, it's good. You don't even need the yantra. So Shabri Sameru, Guru Sat Guru Hai Veer, Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhan, Singhi Toro Vanka Manno Kartar Sakal Guru Ka Har Bache Khatta Pakad Utchak Chet Samhar Shri Paramhams. There has never been a sect like the Nath Sampradaya. There has never been. Yeah, I already mentioned that. You're the same guy who's messaging a lot in the group, in the Sri Vidya group. Are you that guy? Anyway, now Bagalamukhi Shabri mantra. Okay. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakrudi Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chaudamukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarva Loga Bandhanam Vashikuru Hum Phat Swaha. You can also say Sarva Jana Bandhanam, Sarva Loka Bandhanam or Sarva Jana Bandhanam. So Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakrudi Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chaudamukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarva Dushta Graha Bandhanam Sarva Loka Bandhanam or Sarva Jana Bandhanam Vashikuru Hum Phat Swaha. So this is the Bagala, the only genuine Bagala Shabri mantra, which I teach in a workshop. If you're interested, drop me an email. One more time we will listen to this. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chaudamukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarva Jana Bandhanam Vashiguru Hum Phat Swaha. This is the only Bagala Shabad mantra as taught by Guru Gorakshanath. And one of my gurus is Dr. Brumnath Ghori, who is a direct disciple of one of Gorakshanath's. Like they say, Ramnath Ghori was a direct reincarnation of Gorakshanath. And my guru learned, and not only learned, grew up with Ramnath Baba. I can't read the message, sorry. So, Ramnath Ghori Baba taught Brumnath Ghori Baba, who is my guru, all the Shabri Vidyas. And Shabri mantra of Bagalamukhi will solve any problem, and you don't need great Anushthan or great anything for that. You need to chant one mala of Shabri Sumeru to remove the curse. Every mantra has an Utkilanam. That is, Lord Shiva nailed the mantras himself so that nobody can misuse their powers. That's why Guru Sat, Guru and Veer, Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhaat, Singhi Toro One ko Mannu Kartar, Sakal Guru Ka Har Baje Ghatta Pakaru Chakchet, Samharshi Param Hams. That's why in the Shabri Vidya it is said that the Guru's love is what gives Siddhi. The Guru's grace is what gives Siddhi, is what gives Siddhi. So we got the Bagalamukhi Mula mantra, we got Shabri Sumeru, and we got the two Bija Aksharas, and we got the Shabri Bagalamukhi mantra. Now, as I said, that no Shakti Puja, no Kala Puja is complete without Bhairav. No puja is complete without Bhairav. No Devi will give you Siddhi without Bhairav sadhana. And who is Bagalamukhi's Bhairav? Mrityunjaya Bhairav. Okay? And it's very interesting form of Mrityunjaya Bhairav in his Dhyan mantra. He has 6 hands. And 2 hands are like that. And the 2 hands are, I think, in... I'm forgetting Varada Mutra, Abhaya Mutra, and 2 hands are pouring Abhishek. He's doing his own Abhishek. So it's with from the Amrit Kalash. Baba Mrityunjaya Bhairav is doing his own Abhishekam. Again, Swatantrata, independence. Alright, he's doing his own Abhishekam. And the mantra to chant, one mala of Bhairav also has to be done. Actually, Bhairav sadhana has to be established a few days before you start. So Haridra, Ganpati has to be started, then Bhairav has to be started, and then Bagalamukhi. And then once you get into Yantra Puja, then of course you have all Kaumari, Varahi, all the Shaktis you have to worship, the Avarana Devtas. So that's another video where I'll be discussing the Puja Padvati in detail with Avarana Devtas. Now, Mrityunjaya Bhairav's mantra that I'll give you is Om Jum Saha Mama Palaya Palaya Raghu Mrityunjaya Bhairavaya Bhat. Again, Om Jum Saha Mama Palaya Palaya Raghu Mrityunjaya Bhairavaya Bhat. Again, Om Jum Saha Mama Palaya Palaya Raghu Mrityunjaya Bhairavaya Bhat. Alright? And Mrityunjaya Bhairav has to be appeased, but after you do Bagalamukhi sadhana and the whole Mula mantra, at least 9 malas, 11 malas, 5 malas, 3 malas if you can't do any more. And after you do Mata Bagalas, then you have to end with Ananda Bhairav mantra. So some people, if you have the time, you can do 1 or you can even do 3, right? But Bhairav, Mrityunjaya Bhairav practice has to be established. Haridra, Ganpati and Mrityunjaya Bhairav. And Anand Bhairav is Om Shri Ananda Bhairavaya Namaha, Om Shri Ananda Bhairavaya Namaha, Om Shri Ananda Bhairavaya Namaha. Okay, and like I've told you before in a video, I think it was a Batu Bhairav video, that when you do Durga Puja, you have to end with Batu Bhairav. You have to end the Durga Puja once you've done all her Purushcharnas and everything. You end with Batu Bhairav mantra. And in the same way for Bagalamukhi, you end with Ananda Bhairav mantra, which is Om Shri Ananda Bhairavaya Namaha. And if your Guru so gives you, he can give you Bhairav Bij. Om Brahmananda Bhairavaya Namaha. Now, again, the Bagalamukhi Yantra is available with me with 11 days of Anushtan with Mrityunjaya Bhairav Yantra And where is now the turmeric mala has decided to take a trip. I just had it, right? Yeah, again. Can't see it in here. It was right here. Turmeric mala, which I have shown earlier on in the video. Suddenly now it's gone. Great. Oh, it's all under the post of my sari. Alright, so you are going to get a Mrityunjaya Bhairav Yantra, you're going to get a Bagalamukhi gold plated copper Yantra, you're going to get a Rakshamala, which is a Rudrakshamala, and you're also going to get a turmeric mala. All of these will be fully energized and pretty crazy, this yantra, and it's really jagrat. Just having this with you if if you're going through a divorce, or if you are if you have court cases, financial complications, just having that in your wallet will greatly help you. Alright, now another way to end the puja is you will have to nichol nimbu. That means you'll have to squeeze a line in front of the goddess and offer it with a Bali mantra. And you can also offer 5 cloves and 5 camphor, and you can light this up, the clove and the camphor together, to get rid of all kinds of negativity. Now there's also an Uchishta Ganpati connection to Bagalamukhi, alright? And Uchishta Ganpati is born on Chaturthi and Bagalamukhi is born on Chaturdashi. So they very close, okay? And for people who have done initiation in Uchishta Ganpati Vidya, you can worship Bagala as Uchishta Bagala or Uchishta Pratyangira. Alright, or Uchishta Pitambari. The mantra is Om Kling Ling Uchishta Pitambare Sarvakarya Siddhaye Swaha. Om Kling Ling Uchishta Pitambare Sarvakarya Siddhaye Swaha. Alright, Pitambari is one of the names I told you. And so is Pratyangira, so is Valga, so is Varahi. And better to keep yellow thing in the mouth, like a yellow laddu or a piece of turmeric, also raw turmeric. Not this dry turmeric, but a piece of raw turmeric. I showed you guys yesterday my turmeric Ubdan, right? That kind of raw turmeric. And you chant Om Kling Ling Uchishta Pitambare Sarvakarya Siddhe Swaha. Om Kling Ling Uchishta Pitambare Sarvakarya Siddhe Swaha. Om Kling Ling Uchishta Pitambare Sarvakarya Siddhe Swaha. And with a yellow thing in your mouth, and it will give you a lot of blessings. And like I said, Haridra Ganpati has to be started if you're looking to, become a Bagalamukhi sadhak, if you want to make this a way of life, if you want to get deep into this. Haridra Ganpati with Bijakshara Glam, Glom, Gleam. So you can say Glam, Glom, Gleam, Haridra Ganpataye Namaha. Glam, Glom, Gleam, Haridra Ganpataye Namaha. If you want protection, you can say, say you're doing this sadhana because you feel threatened. Glam, Glom, Gleam, Haridra Ganpataye Vaushat. You can also say Ring Vaushat or Gang Vaushat. Or you can say Ring, Glom, Namaha. You don't have to say Haridra Ganpataye. Or you can even say that Ring, which is Shakta Pranav. Ring, Glom, Haridra Ganpataye Namaha. Alright, so Glam, Glom, Gleam, definite 3 powerful beaches for Haridra Ganpati, and Haridra Ganpati also has the power of Stambhanam. Where was that mantra? Om, Glom, Gleam, Haridra Ganpataye Sarvajana Vashankari, no Sarvajana Stambhaye, Sarvajana Hridayam Stambhaya Swaha. That was a Haridra Ganapati mantra I had given. But yeah, I also do Haridra Ganapati workshops if you're interested to learn more. Now, with Bagala sadhana comes strong, powerful Ichha Shakti. Ichha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti, the Trinity again. Ichha Shakti, the power to do something. Prajapati or Brahma worshipped her according to Vedic ways. Alright, and he did this, but Vishnu worshipped her in a Swatantra way. Okay, his independent way he worshipped Bagalamukhi. Um, and another thing I'll tell you is that Bagalamukhi Vidya, if say somebody has done Aghod Viparit Pratyangira Vidya on you and done some kind of black magic on you with Bagalamukhi Brahmastra Vidya, some low level tamasic tantric has done some Bagalamukhi black magic on you. That's why you're watching this video. What will you do? First things first, if Bagalamukhi Prayog has been done on you, then chances are that you will suffer. Person who's done it, their karmic retribution will come. Don't worry about that. The tantric who has agreed to perform such tamasic acts and hurt you, that person will also face reckoning. But by then maybe the harm will already be done, and you may lose money, you may lose your spouse. What to do? First thing first is you have to become a Vishnu sadhak. So you can do Hare Krishna, or you can do Vishnu Sahasranam recitation. Alright? So all of this you can do, but without Vishnu's blessings, if some kind of negative black magic has been done on you, Stambhan Vidya, with Stambhan Vidya Bagalamukhi, then chances are that you will suffer. And what will you do if you say can't afford to go to somebody who can help you, put a protection shield on you, do Bagalamukhi puja for you, propitiate the mother for you, right? You can't propitiate the mother. Why? Because you don't have the wherewithal to know how to propitiate her, or you don't have the time, or you don't know how to do it, you don't have the know-how to do it. Then all you can do is listen to Vishnu Sahasranam and pray to Lord Vishnu that whoever has done this Viprit Pratyangira Prayog, may that effect be nullified. Don't ask for that person's ill, like even if you know someone's done something bad on you, don't wish them bad luck, don't say anything bad about them, just leave. She loves Niti Bagalamukhi, Dharma. So if you are dharmic, if you've done nothing wrong and someone's harmed you, all you need to do is tell Vishnu that so and so, this is what's happening to me. I believe that I have been afflicted with Aghora Pratyangira. Your comment just zipped by. I couldn't read it. Email me if it's important. So Vishnu is the key to breaking a Bagalamukhi Stambhan Prayog on yourself. Say you can't pray to Haridra Ganpati, you can't do Anushthan, you can't do Shabri, you can't go to a Tantric to help you with all of this. What do? Then you need to just call Vishnu. Alright, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu, Om Vishnu will also help. Okay, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha, Om Vishnu Namaha will help. Okay, so keep that in mind. Vishnu is the key to breaking Bagalamukhi Prayogas. Alright, now the 36 lettered Vidya resonates in all the 36 realms. Okay, all the 36 realms. Now, and it is only given to very, very deserving candidates. It's like, if you're having a problem and Mangal is somehow blocking your progress, Mangal is also your Atma Karaka. And for me, I have a very close connection to Mangal. Mangal is my Atma Karaka. So Bagalamukhi Vidya opened up such avenues for me that I cannot explain. what Bagalamukhi Vidya did for me. Alright, and so as I was saying, that it's given to very few people. And the thing with Sri Kula Devis is all the Devis in Sri Kul are very Saumya, very Saumya. But Bagalamukhi is needed for Pratyangira, because you take advantage of these Sri Vidya Upasikas or Upasaks, and then what do? They are all unconditional Lalitambikai energy. So what will they do? They also need their own Brahmastra. They need Bagalamukhi, they need Pratyangira. For all Sri Kula people who are extremely Devik, you need Pratyangira, because Pratyangira was created to protect the Kula, the Kulavadhut, the Kula. Pratyangira is their protector, alright, and very powerful eyes. Of a true Bagalamukhi sadhak or upasika, you will be able to tell their energy just by looking into their eyes. Very powerful. In fact, also when I draw Bagalamukhi yantra with turmeric and ashtakanda on Bhojpatra on certain days for people who are Manglik, and then they wear that on the tabis here, they wear that on the neck, and believe me, it has electrical energy. Anytime you put it on, and people have told me this, I mean, I always feel electricity whenever I touch something. I'm like, oops, like I always feel electricity. And my students, when I give them that tabis, they have told me that we feel an electrical charge from it, like all the time it is so electrically charged. Even the yantra, if you keep your hand on it and meditate on it, even the most tamasic person will feel its spanda, its vibration. So, Viprit Pratyangira Vidya. Alright, if somebody does Viprit Pratyangira Vidya on somebody, then it is indestructible. That prayoga cannot be stopped. No one can stop that. Only Vishnu's energy, if applied correctly, can remove the Viparit Pratyangira Prayog on yourself. Alright? And this is so serious because people have died from this. This is not something to play around with. So leave Viparit, Aghor Viparit Pratyangira alone. This is for very serious students, not to frolic around and play. Alright? If a sadhak or upasak is sattvic, then miracles can happen. Miracles, because Bagalamukhi is connected to Surya Mandal. Surya Mandal, and if you have a connection to the Surya Mandal, you glow like the sun. You're as radiant as the sun. It is magnanimous. But Bagalamukhi sadhana, so I'm going to do it for 3 days and I want to win my court case. Or I'm going to do it for, 5 days and I expect the world in return. It's not going to happen. Bagalamukhi sadhana is for extended periods of time. She was Valga Devi in the Vedas, and now she's Bagala. And another thing is that Mukshuddhi must be done before you, even if you're doing Pratyangira Vidya, Mukshodhana must be done. So like that, okay, Mukshodhan with aim, rain, aim, Mukshuddhi must be done before you chant. And of course yellow and neat and bathed. You have to be bathed and clean. Unless you're doing Uchishta Pitambari sadhana. Alright, and that is again separate Uchishta Pitambari sadhana. This I'm talking about Aghor Viparit Pratyangira. You need to do Mukshuddhi, you need to do Shap Vimochan. Om Ring Bagale Rudra Shap Vimoche Am Ring Swaha. Om Ring Bagale Rudra Shap Vimoche Om Ring Swaha. Om Ring Bagale Rudra Shap Vimoche Om Ring Swaha. Om Ring Bagale Rudra Shap Vimoche Om Ring Swaha. You won't find Bagalamukhi Shap Vimochan mantra just about lying anywhere. And uh, the Utkilanam mantra is Om Hreem Swaha Utkilanam. So you have to do sharp vimochan, you have to Utkilanam before you embark on the main Bagalamukhi mantra. But Haridra Ganpati is of course first. Yantra, if you're looking to draw the yantra, you can draw it with camphor, roli, sandalwood, pomegranate pen. The pen must be made of pomegranate. Bhojpatra, and then you write. I told you how I used to write the thing. I used to write with ashtagandha mixed with turmeric and rose water. And then I would take the anarka pen, pomegranate pen, and I would write the yantra on it. Alright, and then it will be cleansed with milk, ghee, many other things, will be dried and then will be folded, and you will wear it on the right hand. Sorry, I'm showing left hand, right hand. Alright, right hand, the main hand. Now, another thing, that if you are Mangalak and you want to do something like, get some relief, then take one laddu, moti choor ke laddu. Yes, absolutely. Hedamba Ganpati, but Hedamba Ganpati will not guide you to Bagalamukhi sadhana. And Hedamba Ganpati is very closely associated to Kali Ma actually. And there are a lot of, and Hedamba Ganpati is Sri Kula, very, very closely associated to Lalitambikai, Hedamba. So, Haridra Ganpati is Bagalamukhi's little baby boy. Understand? Now, yeah, you may, say you want to make me happy, right? And you come, you catch my little girl and you treat her, do Kumari Puja, do very nice to her. Then I'll obviously be open to you, right? Oh, wow, what a nice person. It's being nice to my daughter. Right, same thing with Bagalamukhi Ma. See, if you want to, get her attention, quickly start appeasing Haridra Ganpati, and she'll be like, okay, these are cosmic energies again. They're not anthropomorphized like you and me in this form with two hands. It's not that, but the minute you connect to the graviton, and the graviton has different vibrations. So this is Haridra Ganpati, and then you're immediately calling on the electrical energy, electromagnetism of Bagalamukhi to create what is gravity? But gravity creates structures in space-time, like bends and pulls and pushes space-time. Thereby your thought forms can be impregnated into that etheric suit, that substance, that space-time, right? So this is the power of Ganpati. This is the power of Haridra Ganpati when it comes to Bagalamukhi. So take one moti chor ki laddu, take one haldi stick, again haldi stick, aise, like this, okay, not the raw haldi stick this time. And then with the haldi stick, what you need to do is you need to wrap red string around it. Wrap it 8 times. 8 bar, and you close it with 3 knots. Alright? And go to a Bagalamukhi temple, or any sadhak of Bagalamukhi who's established a murti in their house, or anybody and offer it to Devi. And over there you must go with turmeric tikka also. And when you go there, then you quickly make sure you put your intention, set your intention, say, Mama, I'm offering you this. You give it, and then watch, all your wishes will be fulfilled. Now, Aghor Viparit Pratyangira mantra, not for everybody, only for educational purposes. If you use any information given in this channel for any wrong purposes, then the karma is on you. She loves Niti, remember that, Nyai. Om Ling Kring Aghor Viparit Pratyangirai Hum Phat Ong Ling Kring Aghor Viparit Pratyangirai Hung Phat. Ong Ling Kring Aghor Viparit Pratyangirai Hung Phat. Pratyangirai. So, Ong Ling Kring Aghor Viparit Pratyangirai Hung Phat. Mouth must be very clear when you're pronouncing, precise. So if says you know somebody's your enemy and they hate you and they're doing all kinds of bad stuff to you, don't wish for their bad. Do a good viprit pratyangira and leave it up to Bagalamukhi. Say, I have, I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm just being attacked. This is happening to me. I'm doing your sadhana, good viprit pratyangira. Please bless me and show me the right way. So this is, I teach Viparit, Aghor Viparit Pratyangira, but not for everybody. I said that this workshop, I may not choose you even if you want to do the workshop. You can also read Aghor Viparit Pratyangira Stotra. Again, please don't read it by yourself. Get somebody to guide you on this. This, even for the most sattvic person, this Vidya is a perfect Vidya to protect yourself, especially in Kali Yuga. Now, the main Bagalamukhi mantra with which I teach Nyas, Rishadi Nyas and Karanyas and Anganyas, that is Ong Ling Bagalamukhi Sarvadhushtanang Vachamukhing Padang Samyoji Ong Kle Binding Nashaya Ling Ong Swaha, right? The Rishi of the Vidya is Narada Rishi. So, Narada Rishi Shirasi. And he learned this from whom? He learned this from Sanat Kumara or Mangal himself. Who did Narad learn this from? He learned this from Sanat Kumara or Kartikeya. Kartikeya was a very hardcore worshipper of Baglamukhi, Mangal. So, and who did Sanat Kumar learn it from? He learned it from none other than Brahma or Prajapati. Right? He learned it from Prajapati. And this Narad, once he learned this from Sanat Kumar, he taught it to somebody called Shankhayan Paramhamsa. And this Baba, this Guru, he compiled the 36 khandas of Bagala Tantra. Bagala Tantra, where we will get into Bagala Tantra, how to worship the Yantra, the Avrana Devtas, all the Nyas, not Shadanga Nyas. So, first Upasak of Bagala was whom? Let's see if you remember. Brahma. Second, Vishnu. Third, Parashuram. And Parashuram was the one who taught this to Dronacharya. Remember, Dronacharya had these very special powers during the Kurukshetra battle, and he learned this all from Narad Rishi, actually. So that does it. So practicing of the Bija Akshara, if you can't get a workshop for yourself, start by practicing Bija Akshara. However, if you're going through a divorce, or if you've gone through a divorce, you want to start afresh, you want to get married, then I suggest very heavily Chaitra Navratri is coming, 23rd. 21st is the Bhauma Amavasya again. And I think there's a, Bhauma, again, Mangal related to Bagalamukhi. So if you want to get Bagalamukhi Anushthan done during this Chaitra Navratri, drop me an email, tina@tinahills.com. We've spoken for quite a bit today, yes. And I hope you had a good time. And before I go, I'm absolutely going to chant. Which mantra would you guys like? Do you like the Shabri mantra more? Or do you guys like, thank you. Do you guys like the Shabri mantra more, or would you guys like me to chant the 36-lettered mantra? Is there anybody there? Which one would you like? I will do 11 chants, okay? So in the meanwhile, when I do the 11 chants, you guys listen to it and feel the vibration. Okay, anybody? Any requests? All right. Okay, so we are clear now. First come, first serve. First come, first serve. All right. Somebody has already picked. So, thank you guys. So we are going to start with so we are going to start up with the Shabri mantra, but first 3 times we will do Shabri Sumeru. So take a deep breath, hold Shukri Mudra. Alright. Now bring complete focus up here on the crown, right here. Pam, 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 pam. Bring focus up there. Keep your spine straight. Now feel each word penetrate your being. Think of Guru Gorakshanath, who came up with this mantra. Guru Gorakshanath himself. Guru Sat, Guru hai Veer. Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhaan. Singi to wan ka manno kar tar sakal gurun ka har baje ghatta pakar ut jaag chet samhar. Shri Paramhamsa. Guru Sat, Guru hai Veer. Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhaan. Singi toro man ka manno kar tar sakal gurun ka har baje ghatta pakar ut jaag chet samhar. Shri Paramhamsa. Guru Sat, Guru hai Veer. Guru Sahib Simron Badi Bhaan. Singi toro wan ka manno kar tar sakal gurun ka har baje ghatta pakar ut jaag chet samhar. Shri Paramhamsa. Now we will do 11 chants of the Shabri mantra of Bagalamukhi. It's a very powerful vidya. It gets all my the atoms of my body vibrating. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Gramamukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phat Swaha. Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Kya Grama Mukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Vashiguruhum Phata Swaha Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashiguruhum Phata Swaha Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Grama Mukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phata Swaha Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Grama Mukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phata Swaha Om Malayachal Bagala Bhagavati Mahakruri Mahakarali Rajamukha Bandhanam Grama Mukha Bandhanam Grama Purusha Bandhanam Kalamukha Bandhanam Chauramukha Bandhanam Vagramukha Bandhanam Sarvadushta Graha Bandhanam Sarvajana Bandhanam Vashikuruhum Phata Swaha. Alright. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and there will be a lot more from where that came. Don't forget to pre-book my book on Bagalamukhi Tantra. I don't know when it will be released. I'm slowly but surely working on it. But don't wait, look all yellow from that turmeric thing. But I'll also be making shorts. Thank you. I'll also be making shorts, little short videos, like for instance, I gave the Shabri mantra, at the end of the discourse, and I gave it before once also, but then people will not be able to go down. How many people will watch it? I don't know. I have not seen the engagement rate of the new videos yet. Usually I have very good engagement, but you never know. So drop me an email and we will talk. Take care. Bye.